Hi, welcome to 20s for Days. I am your DM, Nathan, and we are a bunch of dickheads. There's like 5 of us. Is that correct? I think it is. And we're here to roll virtual dice or real dice and role play like beasts. Welcome back to yet another episode of Southpoint High, where it's no longer much of a high school scenario, but you know we.
It was good while it lasted.
Yeah, well, it lasted the whole 3 episodes. Thanks, guys. This is great. All right, so I'll introduce. Well, let's go through our players. Let's start with Rana.
Hello everyone. I am playing Shadeniel. Total Chad. Now a total crybaby. I don't want to go to jail.
Very cool. All right, Jake.
Thor, being a fighter. Just want my mum.
Addy, who wasn't here last week, but is this week.
I'm Addy playing Hank, little gnome wizard, desperately seeking school.
And Jay.
G'day, I'm Jay, and I'll be playing Cole Rafferty, the frill-neck lizard dragonborn, just all-round good bloke, eh? You know, just trying to avoid going to jail for murder that I didn't commit, and yeah, just, you know, eventually like to settle down on my own little plot with Chad's mum.
Yeah, nice. That's right. Now it's all coming back. Yeah. So when last week we met our heroes, they were trying to avoid jail and being moided by the principal. Yeah. And they ended
Scary
up.
man.
Well, I mean, Thor ran off to his mum and dad's joint. Hank ended up. Where did Hank go? Hank went home, I think. And Cole and
Hank stayed
Chad
at the police station.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. Cole and Chad went to Chad's apartment complex. Stayed there. There was a lot of Cole getting absolutely shit-faced, being served by some tabaxi.
Her name was
hitting on
Catherine.
Chad's mum. Yeah, Catherine.
Singing Stacey's mum.
And there was a lot of hitting on Chad's mum. Eventually, Dag. Yeah. Well, apparently.
Yeah, mate, she winked, eh? She winked.
She did. And then Dad came home.
Just DTF, down to frill.
Nice. Have an inspo, mate. Well done. Dad came home. There was a mysterious call. Chad got kicked out of the room. Cole was absolutely shit-faced. They ended up making a plan, and the plan was to go to Cole's property and hide out there. They ended up meeting everyone at Starbucks, the cafe near the beach. And from there, they all jumped on Cole's bike, like everyone on one
My
bike.
credit card was declined.
Credit card was declined. Phones were dropping out. The reception was horrible, much like Australian internet, apparently. I'm having more issues with my internet at the moment, so fantastic. And they made their way to Cole's property, all on the one trail bike, to find 2 bulldozers there waiting with a dwarven crew, and a big for sale sign up with a sold sticker on it. And Cole had been told that the property had been
it's
sold
amazing
overnight.
what happens in 12 hours, eh?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They then made a plan to leave the town, go into the mountains. and they were going to take bikes. They were going to take the ute, but then everything just got bulldozed. So they had a few minutes to grab whatever they could. They grabbed a few guns, some flintlock weapons, and some ammo. Jumped on the bikes and got the fuck out of there. Went into the mountains, into the deep forest mountains, and they came up onto a ledge looking over the town, and then they saw what looked to be an invasion force of dwarves coming in on para-dropping with rune lock technology over Southpoint from airships. So, what would you guys like to do?
Probably just stand there with my jaw dropped for a bit.
Yeah, I'll scrape mine off the floor in a minute.
What the fuck?
So there's two massive airships just dropping hundreds of dwarves.
Anyone get an airbed or swag? Because I think we're going to be up here for more than a couple of days.
Yeah, we each have swags on the bikes.
Oh, yes.
Can
I
I
mean, we
make...
can just live here forever.
Yeah, 3 bikes.
I don't know, can I make a history check or an intelligence check to try and... do I know what these ships are, or...
Yep. Yeah, make one. Go for it. Let's see it.
Let's
see that roll.
Does it have the same logo as the shit Dad buys?
Yeah, pretty much.
Send a quick text to Dad.
13.
Dad, are these your buddies invading the town?
You've got no reception on your phone
At all.
So you know that these are the dwarves from across the ocean. They invented the rune lock technology, and it has basically swept the world. You know that they may have once upon a time had claim to this land as well.
Hey guys, good news. If we're really, really, really lucky, the principal will be killed in this invasion, and we can go back to school.
Shit, maybe we could plant that.
Well, that's good.
But we were never kicked out of school.
We weren't exactly welcomed there.
What are you talking about? He welcomed us with open arms. It was just the threat of if we didn't do what he said, then we'd be in trouble.
Yeah, open arms, as in the arms that you bear, like arms.
I'm just saying maybe choose more applicable words.
Yeah, because that's what we need to worry about now, is applicable words.
I think so.
I'm gonna-
Words are important.
Did you bring like a pocket thesaurus with you? I bet you did.
I'd
No,
bet,
but
but
I've
none
got
of
a
you have
book.
any money.
You do have a book? Okay, good, because we need fire starters.
I was going to say TK.
All right, I start a fire.
Oh, what? No, not here.
So how do you do it?
Fire. I just like go, whoot, 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 poof, and then like I do the hand symbols and just like draw out a little bit of like actually almost like a flaming like when you put a rubber band between your fingers, like this magical sort of flicker, and as I pull it back, this little bead lights up, and I'm just like, and this little flame
just
darts. Yeah, just like
it's a little
bush.
bush. Yeah, it just ignites this bush on the ridge.
Stomp
Oh,
it.
fuck.
You said you wanted a fire starter. There's a fire starter.
Not now.
He didn't say that, Mister. Oh, we got kicked out of school.
Sorry,
Oh, we
sorry.
can't go
I should
back.
use my words more carefully.
So
Yeah, you
Chad,
should. When we wouldn't have got into this scenario.
Yeah.
Guys,
and
guys,
now
guys.
You've just lit a fucking bonfire in front of an invading army.
Again,
Guys.
words. Bonfire tends
Guys,
to be like a
guys,
6
shut
foot
the fuck
high
up.
I
fire.
will knock you out.
I'm going to
I look up at the
not
big
the,
Goliath.
Go. Let's now
Goliath.
go. Let's go.
And I'm going to try and find that cave that I saw when Kathy took me hiking. Because
Okay.
Mum and Dad were busy.
Yeah. So you know that the cave is deeper in the mountains somewhere. Roll me.
Survival.
Just a flat. No, for Chad, I'm gonna go flat intelligence. I think.
Oh, God.
That's
Purely
mean.
because was Chad actually paying
Paying
attention?
attention.
I think
No.
he,
Oh,
like...
no.
You're,
Oh,
you
no.
know, you just think it's just deeper in a scrub somewhere. It is thick like bush up here.
That's fair.
you-
Because I feel like if anything happened, it would have been he'd wandered off from Kathy and he's like, hey, neat, cave. And he would have just been Chad.
yeah,
Anyway.
Chad actually has no idea, but he thinks he does.
Okay.
Yep, completely certain. I'm just leading him up the mountain. If the bike fits, we're
Can the
going
bike-
in that
Yeah, I was
direction.
about to ask that. Are the bikes able to travel from here, or
Yep. So
Yeah,
there's enough, like it is dense bush, but there are trails and stuff going up here. Like it's not like you're teenagers. You basically followed the road up until like a certain
Yeah.
point where okay.
okay?
So at this point, did you say you stomped that fire out? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
Stomp,
the
stomp,
fire was
stomp.
up. The fire was up for probably about 10 seconds or so before Chad gutter stomped it. And has said, I know where a cave is. Jumped on the bike because you got 3 bikes, right? Jumped on one of the bikes or his bike, whichever one he was taking, and just taken off up the road.
Well, I guess we follow then, shall we?
Do we follow?
Well, I think splitting up is probably a bad idea,
I
especially
climb.
considering his bag's got all the food in it.
I climb up
Nice.
on Thor's bike.
Yep. Okay. So Thor's. So who's got what bike? Who's got the trailer?
I've got the trailie.
Who's got the 3 wheel? There's a 3-wheeler and a 4-wheeler, right?
Yeah, so
They put the Goliath on the 4-wheeler.
yeah, the Goliath has the 4-wheeler.
And Chad has the 3-wheeler.
Chad has the 3-wheeler.
Okay, so Chad tears off on the 3-wheeler, confident as, knowing
Mhm.
exactly where he's going.
Hey, if all these bikes have different wheels, does that mean that Cole's driving a uni bike?
No, Cole's got 2 wheels.
Got 2 wheels.
I mean, not Cole,
It's a
Hank.
trail bike.
Hank
No,
just on
Hank-
a
Hank's-
unicycle following
No.
us.
Don't be stupid. Although,
Seriously.
no, Hank is on Thor's bike.
Nice.
You'd think he'd
So
think
you-
it was someone else because of the weight or whatever.
You tear off. Looking over your shoulder, you're literally seeing hundreds and hundreds of dwarves just dropping down with like these rune lock shoots, which are essentially like this orange glow around them as they just drop and slow down, and then it's too hard to see what they're armed with or if they've got armor or whatever. But you can tell, like, even with 0 military experience, you know that this is an invasion force. Like, it's just too.
Well, the kind of things you read about.
You read these in books and old war stories and things like that. You guys tear off deeper into the bush, and then Chad takes you off road, and you're sort of like going through like the path less traveled, and you travel for probably about 3 hours, and Chad, I'll get Cole and Thor to both make a survival check,
Sure.
but Chad ends up going, fuck, I don't know where we are. Like, he ends up getting lost.
Okay.
But
Oh.
you're just deep in, yeah. So you're just deep in the middle of scrubland. But Cole,
Yeah.
you've travelled up here a bit. Like, you've done some,
Yeah.
you've done some bush work. and also with some new skills and things you learn at school recently, you all is not lost. You're going about 3 hours into the bush, but you think you could probably find a spot to camp as it's getting late and stuff. You're gonna lose the sun soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Within the next sort of couple of hours.
All right, so I sort of pull up alongside, sort of ducking through the trees and that sort of stuff to Chad, and we both sort of pull up. I guess a signal for him to pull up for a sec.
Yep.
Mike.
Strong and quiet type.
Microphone.
Yeah, we're like an hour away.
Yeah, look, I don't know about you there, mate, but I don't really like the idea of hanging around here after dark. The sound will carry like you wouldn't believe, and also, the lights on the hill will probably give us away. I say we break track here, find ourselves a little bit of low ground, backed into the hill, and somewhere where we can keep track of, or keep sight of our original track. So we sort of, I reckon, we fish hook and keep obs on our trail in case anyone tries to follow us up or whatever, and we just lay low for the night and we'll reconvene
What's
at dawn.
the weather like? Does it look like it's going to rain?
You don't think it's going to rain tonight?
Yeah, then low
It's
ground's
been
good.
for the last few weeks.
Should be right.
Cool beans.
It's not really low ground. It's more like just,
Yeah, a dip.
where we've got a bit of depression to sort of keep ourselves down.
Mm.
This,
Yeah,
no,
I'll
we
do
can-
it.
can-
Be the
we can
cave
make
that
the
we're
ex-
looking for.
we can make the extra hour to the cave tomorrow. How about that?
Oh, good.
Yeah, cool, mate. I give him sort of a sly wink, like, I know you don't know where the fuck you are, but
It's okay. I'm certain I know where I'm going. I take it as you're cunning.
yeah,
Like
You're a smart bloke.
the whole time you're talking to Chad, you're like, I don't think there's a fucking cave around here. I think that's on the other side of the mountains. Like,
Yeah, it's on the
way
other side. Like, I know it's on the other
river,
side.
sort of thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
like,
because it's where
I
it
think I've
was
been up here my
created
whole life,
from.
though.
It was created from like the river, pouring out of the rock, and that the cave's like sort of dug out from that. I know that it's on the other side next to the river. Like, the fuck's going on over here? Anyway,
No, I know what's up.
You got to give the
Yeah.
jock a go sometimes, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
So I'll lead us in. So just I get the guys to sort of righto, gather around. Okay, guys, look, it's getting real late, and I don't particularly feel like making too much noise or anything like that before the sun goes down. So from here, we're going to kill the bikes. Okay, stop. Hank, when I say kill the bikes, that doesn't mean destroy the bike, okay? I just mean let's shut off the bikes. Yeah, mate. I just mean let's shut the bike engines off, okay? Stick them in neutral, and we'll walk them in from there. We're going to break track, okay? And conduct a bit of a fishhook maneuver. All right, my uncle Craig told me this, okay, from his days in the cadets. So you break track, you go basically doing a fishhook maneuver. You set up your little camp. They called it a hide, right? And you basically hide down there, and you keep obs on the track. So if anyone is following you up, you got them bang in a bit of an ambush, if you will.
Here we go.
Is everyone following? Is everyone following or not? Like, what's going on? I'm just talking to myself. Hello.
And I said, right.
Yeah, all right. Thor?
Thor's quietly contemplating it, it appears.
All right, we don't have time.
Yeah,
Hank, you're going to have to get the message through to the big fella there. Let's do that. Okay, so we shut the bikes off and
There he
we'll start
is.
fish hooking around.
Start wheeling them over.
Yeah.
Cool. You do this no problem. as we will keep exploiting your survival of a natural 20 from not too long ago. And you make it all the way around, no problemo. All 3 bikes.
Mhm.
All right. Plan.
Right. So my Uncle Craig told me once you guys get into the position, right, you set yourself up in like a crow's foot. Yeah. So you have 2 at the front, most likely avenue of approach, and 1 at the rear to provide security to the rear. So I reckon we chuck my bike down here, the trike down here, and the quad facing the rear. We just lay them down, okay, nice and low, keep them out of sight, and then we will basically hunker down in between the 3 bikes. That way we've got a bit of cover, and we're not outside those boundaries, if that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense.
Cool.
To a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like looking up. It's like I could sleep there. I could sleep there.
Yeah. So for the most part, like Cole does most of the work. He's like, fuck it. Moves the bikes and no, not there. Like moves one of the other bikes and Thor, what are you doing? Get out of the tree. Get down here and help us, sort of thing. Before long, you've set up your crow's foot pattern. Do you try and hide the bikes whatsoever, or you just keep them out in the open, ready for quick
well, no, I
evac?
figured we'd pick a bit of a depression in that, and so I'm assuming with the scrub that's around, they're kind of concealed. If need be, though,
you're a few hours in scrub. Like it's not like you're next to a road.
If need be, though, we can go collect some natural cam and just layer that over the bikes to keep them concealed.
Well, it's up to you.
I don't know. What does everyone want to do? They want to.
Yeah, give us what everyone wants to do as you're making camp.
I'm trusting Cole.
I guess it makes sense.
I don't think we need to get away very quick, so
I'll be
just hide them.
Well, it's just like a bunch of ferns and tree limbs and stuff like that, sort of piled around loosely.
All right, so let's assume that Cole makes up the base camp and he just sends all 3 of you guys just to go get some stuff to loosely throw over the bikes. So it can't be
nothing
spotted from the sky.
Nothing from in front of us, though. Okay, everything goes from the rear.
Yeah. So all the other 3 gives a survival check, and we'll see if you can bring back anything good. How well you conceal these bikes.
It's gonna be strong. Oh. Here we go.
Two critical fails.
Fuck me.
Thank God you got me, boys.
Hank and Thor fighting over the same stick that they found.
There's no leaves on it either.
Nah, just a stick.
That's it.
Yeah.
So what happens, right?
Fuck.
So you all go off in 3 different directions.
Oh shit.
And Chad comes back and he's got some good shit. Like he's got a few good bit of foliage to throw over the top of it, like nice and loose, so you can still get in there and get out if need be. Yeah, boy. But you see the other 2, like Hank's having trouble moving this borderline log that he's trying to drag back. You just hear this scraping and screeching. He's like, and then you kind of because it's really quite quiet. You can you can hear everything around, and you just hear, fuck it, something goes on, like a bit of an explosion, and then
Oh fuck.
this tree. You're just watching it's not even that far away from your camp. You just see this whole tree just.
I was probably up the tree.
And then you just see
Fucking glorious.
Oh fuck!
you see Thor just comes bounding out, scared on all 4s, just jumps on his bike up, starts it up, ready to go.
Panic cat reactions.
You see him like at the screech. He sort of
Goliath
just
with his
bounds,
back like arched.
he like bounds up and backwards off of all fours,
That
then just
sideways got to make him look big.
like there's a massive cucumber that's just jumped right next to him.
Hey, does that mean Thor makes the Goliath equivalent of a?
That's awesome.
You know, that
Yeah.
weird.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he definitely does that. Jumps on the bike, starts it up, fires it just to flee. So Cole, what do you do as you see all this mayhem ensue?
If it's even possible, my frill deflates even further than its normal resting position. And my shoulders just slump and my head just goes,
Yeah, your frills like deflate even further.
Yeah.
You're like,
I just continue putting shit over the bikes.
that's the
Yeah.
Chad, there's no point now. We got to move. Fucking hell.
I'll take the stuff that I've got and I'll just lay it along the backs of the bikes.
Right.
Tie
So
it
it's
down
coming-
so we can just move it elsewhere.
so it's coming up to dark.
Turn the bike off. Turn the bike off.
Okay.
He just flicks the switch, turns off. And then you just hear the screeching of like this log trying to be maneuvered by any magical force that he absolutely can. You sort of you see like through a gap in the trees that this gnome's up on top of a rock with his book out trying to look for a spell which like moves logs or moves entire trees.
Could have sworn
No,
I had one
no,
in here.
no,
Where the...
No.
Oh,
No.
must have been in
No.
that other book.
No.
Must have
No.
been. God damn it.
Fucking no.
Now I could start.
Oh,
Now it's
crikey.
Hank,
Someone get the little fella back here.
how
first.
about you come here and you start the cooking fire?
What? No, we can't have a fire at night.
But it's...
I thought that was the plan for the depression, that
Okay.
we'd just have it below. Congrats, do you know prestidigitation, dude?
No, do you?
God, what a disappointment. That would have been great. We could have had hot food.
But I can
I
start
relax
a
my
fire.
back.
We're not starting a fire.
But prestidigitation can't heat food, can it?
1 cubic foot.
Why aren't you a wizard?
Hey,
Because I prefer punching things as much as Father would prefer.
I'm very confused by everybody's family dynamics. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Cole's just sort of sitting on the ground, just sort of slumped in himself. He's just like, I can't fucking believe this. I can't fucking believe it.
I'm just
All
gonna...
fucking people are stuck in the bush.
I climb a tree and start licking the hand.
nice. It's just like in this like gum tree or something like right above everyone. It's just,
It's real
So I
thin
just
at
kind
the
of
top
stoop
too,
there,
so
my
it's
knees
like
are up near my...
starts cleaning himself.
It's moving with the wind. The weight. Oh my god, it's like they want us to get caught.
I mean, surely we'd be bloody kept in a better space than out here in the dirt. Just saying.
So you would rather
Be a
capture
criminal.
a possible death at the hands of those dwarves we saw Halo jumping in?
Well, I mean, history doesn't say that the dwarves just murdered children. I mean, I think we'd be alright.
Do we
Hell,
want to risk
We
it?
might even be sent home.
It's at this point you do start hearing explosions coming from the town, like distantly. That way, you sort of get an idea that it's probably in the direction of Southpoint.
Sorry, what were you saying about history there, mate?
That they didn't go out of their way to kill children. That's the dwarves probably fighting the town militia.
Like your dad.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Probably. Maybe.
Well, I mean, your dad's whole job is to protect and serve, yeah? So who's to say that he wouldn't be a prime target? And therefore, wouldn't you be a prime target, having been his son and all the knowledge that you would have?
Well, if anything, I guess if I was considered a target, they would probably capture me and put me somewhere nice as leverage. Maybe?
Yeah, but if
That's
your
only
dad
if your dad's
doesn't
alive.
listen, then they'll start sending him fingers.
Well, again, the history, the dwarfs weren't feral. They made all those big fancy guns. They were civilized. They weren't the people to hack off toes and ears and put them in the mail.
You ever heard that history's written by the victors?
That's exactly what I was about to say. It's exact. Yes, written by the victors.
Yeah. Predominantly, yeah. Yeah, it is. What's your point?
The winners don't talk about the bad thing they've done.
Yeah, but then there's these things called observations. So observations are based off of our senses, and it's kind of like a measurement, if you will, that one can gauge things against.
I'm losing interest.
Well, you asked. I'm just
I didn't.
giving some information.
Look, guys, it's going to be a long ass night, and by the sounds of it, there's quite a bit of mayhem going on in town right now. So I think we need to post ourselves a bit of a sentry throughout the night. Take turns at who's staying up, who's keeping watch, and the rest of us should get some shut eye while we can. I think if we want to stay out of this fracas, then and survive, I think we need to cover a bit more ground tomorrow. That's for sure.
Where are we going?
Away,
While they're talking about that,
far away.
Chad puts his E-pods in. That's E for elf. Starts playing some Queens and the Gnome Age and trances.
Christ.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Incredible.
I could get behind that.
All right.
Good band, top band.
So Chad trances. So what's the watch situation going to be like?
Is it a fairly light night?
I mean,
Is it still enough to read by at the moment with dark vision?
With dark vision, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll take first watch then.
I was going to say, with the amount of fucking fireworks that are going off in town, you'll probably be able to see a bit through the trees.
I mean,
No.
if Nomi does the first watch, then with the trance, Chad can do the rest.
Yeah.
Because he only needs 4 hours.
Okay.
And even then, I can still see shit while I'm tranced, which is freaky. You ever sleep staring at your own ceiling?
Many times.
So boring.
All right, I'll
All right.
sleep all night then.
Cole? What's the plan?
I guess I'll fall asleep, but I'll I anticipate it'll be a fitful sleep, knowing that these morons are entrusted with my safety.
Have you distributed weapons or anything?
Yeah. So
who's
at
got what
the
weapon?
house, I basically handed out, a weapon each.
And who's got what? Because I'll just determine what damage and stuff they do.
All right,
In
so
a bit.
I've got.
So there was a flintlock rifle, flintlock pistol, blunderbuss, and a double barrel blunderbuss, I think.
Yeah, so I've got the flintlock rifle. All right, take your pick, guys.
I don't think Nomi should be trusted with a blunderbuss.
Yeah, I think you can have the pistol.
I'll take the single, and the Goliath can take the double. He's bigger.
I'm okay not having one. I've never used one before.
Well, I do have +2 to any ranged attacks, so
Yep.
because I've got that skill.
Double barrel for Thor.
Cole can have the pistol as well, then I guess.
Yeah, right.
All right. So,
And each of them get a proportionate amount of ammunition for that weapon.
yeah, that's fine. It won't be infinite, but I'll distribute that in maybe each roll, say a D12 each. And that's how much ammo you have for each weapon. And let me know what you got. So Cole got 4.
4.
Right, so Cole got 4 for his rifle. The pistol as well, Cole, because you're keeping that as well.
Yep.
Oh,
12.
nice.
Are they interchangeable though, being or
Let's say yes, sure.
Okay.
The blunderbuss for Chad was 3, and 10 for the double barrel. Cool.
Yep.
All right. So it's definitely nighttime. You hear the rumblings of battle ensuing within Southpoint, various places. You don't know exactly what's going on, but you can definitely hear it. You hear the sound of airships flying nearby, not necessarily above. You feel like one has passed close to where Hank's fire was, like at the ridge, at a few hours right away.
Yep.
You all fall asleep except Chad has a trance. Hank has first watch. Nothing goes by, nothing dangerous, so to speak, in the first watch. So then Hank turns in, has a bit of a sleepy. Chad's on watch. Now, while all this is going on, Mr. Rafferty,
yeah, boss?
you have a dream.
Ooh, shiny.
So, you're on the porch at your farmstead. It hasn't been bulldozed. This is the old farmstead that you remember from years ago. You hear a small grumbling in the distance, not the war sounds that you've heard on this night, but more the grumbling of thunder. You look around at all your crops, and they're you get the feeling they need sustenance. But yeah, you're definitely standing alone on this porch.
Okay.
Your right hand comes down to your side as you look over the farm. Whether this is in the future, past, present, you're not sure. But you have your bullwhip at your side. You feel the grip and the texture of it and stuff, and it's definitely your bullwhip that you have acquired from your pact. You look up, and you get a sense of what's coming. You know this feeling. You've felt this before. You hear another grumbling coming through the clouds and some flashes of light. Then then a familiar sort of smell emerges, and it's the smell of the rains of the season. And then you reach over and you put your hat on. You step out into onto your property, and then the downpour happens. And then you hear a voice. You look up at the sky, and you hear a voice. It says, Cole, your consciousness has manifested me here in the world between worlds. How is it that I can aid you? Why have you brought me here?
Well, oh, wet one. There's been a lot going on. My father has sold the farm in which I worked so hard to keep alive and keep running. Sold it out from under me. This adventuring school I go to, it's really good. Like the outdoors program they have there is awesome, but on the very first day, I got bloody strung up for murder of someone that I didn't even kill. It's basically blackmailing me. Or to get back some stupid mascot that some dweeby surfer dudes pickpocketed. And now I'm on the run in the bush of this mountain. Because the town that I grew up in is now getting overrun by dwarven invaders. I mean, just give me the strength to survive this and to get back my farm. It's all I've ever wanted was to have my own slice of land.
Well,
You
Cole,
that one.
as you know, as part of the pact that was created, you are to eventually become my living avatar on this world and produce farmland everywhere you go. You will help others. But right now, your job is to take back your land. And you are to lead. You must lead the ones that are with you. Show them the right way.
I'm trying. This is so dumb. I sent them out to collect like branches and ferns, and they came. They chopped through a fucking oak.
They need to be taught. You must show them the ways of the wet. Show them how to live off the land, how to defend their land, how to take it back.
I will.
Beware the beasts in the bush. There are many. You have unlimited potential, and it is my potential. And you must use this in the best way that you see fit. And it's sort of, you just see another grumbling, and then you like wake up and it's morning. There was,
Is my face sort of like
yeah, you are wet,
damp
like you're
from-
drenched.
yeah?
You've got your hat
Nice.
like over your face, and it's just
Yeah.
soaking wet, and the rest of your body is just like drenched. Not like sweat drenched, but definitely
Like a deluge in the night.
like you've been out in the rain all night.
Mm-hmm.
The only one currently
Pull my
awake
hat up.
is Chad.
Sort of pull my hat up, stuff it down on me skull, look around. Everyone else is asleep, but for Chad, yeah.
Mhm.
I sort of crawl out of my swag and move over to him. Hey, how's it going?
Kind of like does the blink, and he's like, "Yeah, Haven't seen anything.
Nothing happened. No noises in the night or anything.
Did you find a lake?
Hey, oh no, don't worry about
No.
that. If he's
Oh.
if he's short on water though, just I can wring your shirt out for you, I guess.
Constitution check right there. Long suffering blink. Look around. Christ, I've forgotten which way town.
Really? It's directly in front of you.
Think about the trail I led last night. Sounds right.
Do you want me to lead for a bit, mate?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah,
Right.
you go for it, buddy.
Cool. Because just between us, I'm pretty sure the cave you're speaking of. I think I've been there before too, and I'm pretty sure it's on the riverside of the mountain.
I'm pretty sure there's 2 caves, but we'll go to yours.
Okay. Cool.
So
Checks out.
you know immediately that
Yeah.
other than like actually crossing the river itself, up here, which is pretty strong, you would have to go back into town and cross the bridge and then up that side of the mountain to get to the said cave.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, you could cross the river. Don't get me wrong. There are definitely ways. But
Well, somebody can knock down trees to make
I was
a
going to
bridge
say,
now.
yeah.
you don't call it
alright.
Hank anymore. It's the otter.
Yeah. Righto. I'll take watch for a bit. You want to rouse the other boys and get ready to go.
Yep. I'll get up, stretch, nudge the Goliath, small
in a tree.
punt to the gnome.
Yeah, the glass in a tree.
I'll throw a
Hold
rock
up
up
right
at the
here.
Goliath.
Make a perception check, mate.
Yep.
Get up, get moving.
It's a 9.
No, just for Cole.
Oh,
fine.
cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was to see where the Goliath was.
No.
See me
The
perfectly.
The Goliath is huge and he's in a tree and he's sort of just
Yeah, I
like
was
between these 2
confused.
forks in a tree. All right, what do we do?
Get up. Sort of roll my chainmail back up.
Yep.
Pack my bag away and get ready.
Did you guys bring food up here?
Yeah, we got a few tins of food and stuff.
Few
That
tins,
was
okay.
pretty much part of why we stopped at Cole's, so that we
Cole's
could
house, yeah.
clear out everything in his house.
Cool. Few tins of food, and what's the water situation?
We've each got a pannikin.
There's a strong running river here.
It's a little ways away, but there is one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a big cat stretch on the branch that I'm on.
Yep.
Put my hands on the branch and just kind of really arc my back like that. Yeah.
Just leap out of the tree and try and land on
Yeah,
all fours.
just jump straight down.
Sick. Make an acrobatic.
Christ!
Fuck.
I'm just in awe. Wow. Free Willy
I don't know
style.
what's about to happen. Yeah, it's a tree. You see him just like he's just sort of just arches his back, and sort of just like
Don't.
he just like leaps out and he
No.
just like flips and flails like he's seen
Fuck.
his parents 100 times
Fuck.
and goes.
Fuck.
He just slams on his back and then somehow like rolls onto his front and sort of gets up.
Yeah, I get up super quickly.
Touchdown. All right, that looked awesome.
Painful.
Oh,
Hey,
He also takes 4 damage.
hey, Thor.
Don't tell anyone.
You just cover it up. Make a what's good, like a performance or like some sort of deception check to like try and fake that it didn't hurt. I like deception. Yeah, okay.
None.
Anyone who wants to can make a quick insight if they want to see if he's like horse shit or not.
I don't
He's-
see
oh,
physical activities other than like my brother beating me up, so I legitimately think it was all right.
Yeah, so only Chad sees that it really hurt him. Like,
Thor, me old chum.
Yeah.
From now on, mate, for the sake of all our skins, you're grounded.
What do you mean? I knew my mum
No.
could do that.
No. Not like that, you bloody bellend. Only sleeping on the ground, not in the tree. All right?
On the ground.
On the ground. We all sleep together, right, in the same spot, on the ground. Okay?
I mean, why can't we all sleep in the tree?
Well,
You're
Nobody
gonna
would expect
land
to
on
find
one
us
of
in
the
a tree.
bikes, you
it's a lot
twat.
safer for us to all sleep on the ground together. And we're not going to be signalling for anyone that's looking through the bush with this big, massive Goliath sitting up on top of a tree there. All right.
I mean, I know I'm big, but you don't need to be rude.
Look,
But I'll give it a
let's,
go. I'll try.
All right, good. Let's pack up and keep heading towards the river. All right.
All right.
Cool.
all right. As you sort of
We'll ride for another hour, and then we'll stop for a bit of breakfast from there. Okay.
Yep.
So you guys know this is going to have to be our routine for a bit. All right. It's just a way of making sure that we're not, done over while we're bloody having a feed or anything like that. It's a bit of a safety thing. Okay. My uncle taught me all about it. He was telling his little cadet stories. Gave me his manuals and all that sort of shit. So, yeah.
all right. So you fire up the bikes and you start traveling through the bush. Cole, give us another survival check. New day, new check.
Mm-hmm.
If you're leading the way, if anyone wants to help, you can have advantage. Anyone who's
Yeah,
probably
I'll be
not,
giving it a
everyone who's not Chad.
Yeah, I'll say I don't have a skill.
Or
in it.
if it's gonna be Chad, then he needs to do an intelligence check first.
I'll help.
Okay, so it's at advantage.
Yeah.
Right. That's 12.
Okay. So you make your way. You make your way through the bush. You've been this way before. You travel for about an hour.
Are we on track or off track?
Off track.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So you're off track, just making your way. Sometimes it's a bit more dense than other times, and you got to gauge the terrain a bit. And there's a few uphill bits and a few downhill bits, and there might be a massive log in the way, and you might have to double back and come back around another way and things like that. But eventually, you ride for about an hour, and before it's time to sort of make camp for breakfast or whatever.
All right, I look back over my shoulder and I give him the signal.
He
How do they
wants us
react?
to go in circles. Did you see that, Thor?
Well, I mean, why would we go in a circle?
I don't know. Why would he do that?
It's a bit odd.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
Should
it means.
I turn?
I don't know. Is there anybody behind us, or are we at the back?
I think Cole would be in the front. I think Chad would be second. I think you guys would be at the back.
Oh, okay.
I'd be pulled up.
Do I turn?
Right, so I'm basically doing that signal to Chad first.
Do whatever Chad does.
All right, I'll do a sick donut.
I hold on for dear
What is-
fucking life.
Make a performance check, Thor.
No, 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 no.
Oh, no shit.
Oh, he's kind of done it. Fucking
Holy
this little
shit.
gnome hanging off his back like a fucking scarf.
This big like quad bike. He sort of just sees this sort of. You're like, well, I don't know about this one. Like Hank's just like, oh, I don't know. Thor's just like, just like the smallest of inclines over like a fallen tree stump. He's like, oh, goes over them. Does this big like fucking like he lets go. Hank's hanging off the back of him, so it looks like he's got an actual Superman cape on him. Just rips it back in. Just rips it straight in front of Cole.
Deep breath.
What the fuck are you doing?
When we pull up, I'm just like, that was amazing.
I know. I think he likes that one.
I know, right? Hang on, I saw a kid do this, and I think it means it's cool. Good job.
Nice.
Wait, like this?
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah,
and we
yeah,
do
yeah.
one of
Okay,
those
okay.
high fives. Yeah. Fuck it, yeah. All
Are
right.
you fuckers
Just-
finished?
I'm cool apparently by association and osmosis.
Chad is literally on the floor wheezing.
What the fuck was that?
It's so goddamn stupid.
I was
It's
a gnomish
amazing.
scarf there for a second. It was amazing. I've never
It
felt
was not
more
amazing.
alive.
It was not amazing.
It was
Thor, what
pretty
the fuck?
amazing.
Oh, I didn't understand what this meant, so I was I
That
wrong?
means we fucking camp up.
What the fuck does this mean? Camp up?
Wouldn't like this
Because we
mean
go and we put in our
camp?
little circular hide.
But like this above your head
Yeah.
looks like you got a roof. Tent.
What? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe
Oh,
like a
fucking spirit.
curved
All right,
tent,
all right,
not pointy,
guys.
curved.
Everyone, from now on, all right, when I go like this, okay, you pass the message down the line, and everyone knows that means we're going to put a camp in. Yeah?
Okay.
Can we have a practice go?
Yeah,
we
you
just
go
did and we
first.
fucked it. All right, ready?
Yep.
What do you do?
I'm looking at Chad.
Well, I mean, we're
Chad?
last, so.
Camp.
No, you're supposed to pass
Well, that's not the
it on.
signal.
Hmm. Do we do this now, or if the broken?
I'm just
What
gonna
does Thor
set
do?
down
Another
my
trick?
kettle.
Thor's waiting for
Hey,
Chad to
hey.
do this.
I am going to go into the bag that Cole brought along and have a drink.
Okay.
Wait, is that the
Taking some
signal
of
to
the
have a
booze.
drink now? Do we have a drink?
No,
Do I have a water?
no.
I get my water out.
Fuck!
Put my water
I
back.
throw one over
Oh
to
my
Cole.
god! Oh my god! The wet had no idea it was going to be this bad.
In fact, I slide 2 over to Cole.
I'm really confused, Thor.
I don't know, I thought we were doing the right thing. Like,
Guys.
We
went,
were
I went,
waiting.
I went like,
Guys.
yeah, and then,
Yeah, we were waiting.
Guys.
I just don't get it.
Guys,
Yes.
we can't camp here now because you've just given our position away by doing fucking crusty demons.
I mean,
But doing some crusty demons.
All right.
I mean, that
now-
was the coolest thing I've ever done.
I'm
Like, ever.
coolest thing I've ever been involved in, and I
Like-
did magic.
Holy shit.
We're going to ride for another hour now. And when I stop and go like this, nobody else
I
is
turn
going to
and
make
look
a
at
fucking
Chad.
move. You're not going to make a sound. You're not going to rev your engines. In fact, what you're going to do is turn your engines off.
Kill the bikes.
Okay? Does everyone understand?
So this doesn't mean crusty demons.
No.
It means camp. Okay.
No.
Okay. We'll stop.
This
Big
means
difference.
crusty demons,
Huh.
but I will never, ever give that signal.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
Because I value my life more than a sick trick.
So,
That's pretty sick.
hang on, yeah, what you're saying there is your life is ultra important, but that was a sick trick.
That's not the
Well
point.
done, Thor. Pat him on the back.
Thank you. Oh,
Fucking don't encourage.
it's a big moment for me. What would Mum say?
I imagine she'd be proud.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Did we miss a signal? Was there a signal there?
Are we going?
Like,
Okay, let's go.
I'm off.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm just
Like,
like looking up at the sky. I'm like, you fucked me. You fucked me.
Obviously, this whole time you're still hearing like distant like booms and stuff coming from Southpoint. You make your way. You travel for another hour. Same sort of stuff. The terrain's very similar.
Yeah.
It's hard riding now, and there is a little bit of doubling back, coming back
Yeah.
around and forward, and things like that, and traversing rocky terrain as well as bushland.
So-
Gets to another point in
Yeah.
the travel, and you can start to you hear the sound of the river coming as well.
So at this point, I'm going to sort of pull my bike horizontally across whatever little goat path or whatever that I've been sort of tracking through, and stand there on my bike, glaring down back along the line, and make it completely overt what I am doing to these guys.
Okay, go.
Is he standing on his bike?
And then I'm going to reach down and I'm going to turn my bike off while staring them each in the eye.
Why do I get in trouble for doing sick tricks, but he
You
can
did good,
stand on
mate.
his bike?
You
Like,
did good. I know, right?
fuck. Alright, I better
Pull
stop.
up and turn my bike off.
Well, hang
Stop.
on. You've got to wait for
What
the...
does
He
Thor
said
do?
wait for the command.
Yep, exactly. So what do you do, Thor?
Hey, what do I do?
Well,
Chad didn't do it.
he didn't do the
You see
command.
You see another embankment.
Oh, he's doing his. Okay, I'll stop.
Oh,
Okay, stop. That's how the bike.
crisis averted. Shit. Lucky.
He like turns the bike off. It's just rolling and it just goes up and rolls down it. He pulls up behind.
Reach into the pack. Offer a beer to Cole. Put it in the side. I'm putting the empty cans in the side pockets of the bags so we're not leaving a trail.
Yep, good. All right, we walk from here. Fish hook around to the left. Keep eyes back on the trail, same as we did last night. Any questions?
Do you need us to gather sticks again?
I'm going to say no
I mean,
at this point.
that was a fair question. That was a good one.
Taking everything we can carry off the bikes then?
No, we're taking the bikes with us.
Okay, cool. So
We
we'll
walk the
walk.
bikes in to the bush.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you make a for Cole, not a survival check. Otherwise, everyone else can make a perception.
Ugh, 7.
Yeah. So you know the river is nearby. Ish.
Hmm.
You can hear it.
Terrible.
Now, Chad, you guys fish hook around and you're just like looking around and you see some stuff around like droppings and little rank old like dead birds and pieces of rank meat and stuff around this area. As you just like wheeling your bike around, you're looking around and you're not too sure what it means, but maybe perhaps this area has animals of a predatory nature. I'm not too sure what it is though.
Hey, Cole.
Yeah, mate.
As you sort of make your way to where you're setting up your camp.
What would be killing all the birds in the area?
Hey?
And I'll just like point out the dead birds.
Yeah, there's not one, but there's probably about half a dozen.
And yeah, birds. Bits of droppings left around, that kind of shit.
It's not just like small birds either, it's like larger ones as well.
Alright, I'm going to investigate the bird bodies.
Yeah.
22.
So you get down and you're having a look at the bodies and stuff, and as you investigate it, you're like, there's definitely like fangs and claws that have sort of like smashed these birds up, and a lot of the entrails and stuff are missing, and like I said, it's not just like little lorikeets or whatever, it's like big birds. Yeah, definitely a predator in the area, if not multiple.
Yeah, right. I sort of start sniffing the air.
Can I also make an investigation check too?
Sure. What are you looking for?
Yeah, just see if I can determine if I've read about what's... Nah, it wasn't very good. What kind of matches...
Well,
whatever
Cole's done the investigation, so you might want to do like either a nature or... Yeah, probably nature's a good one.
Yeah.
Crit.
Don't know how I pulled that out.
You watched a documentary on this last week?
Yeah,
well,
clearly.
I mean, there's a lot of things about your book that not even you understand. So
Clearly.
like, well, there's this whole passage about this. You know that in these mountains there are dire wolverines that they will be nearby water sources, which the river, and you know that they take on bigger stuff than themselves, but you know they're renowned of just trying to attack whatever.
Yep.
It just so happens that in this area, it was the birds. And you also know that they travel in packs, large packs.
Yeah. Okay.
Perception, if you're looking for it, if you're trying to sniff for something. Cole. I mean, I'd say that Thor helps you, but he really doesn't.
Yeah.
I'll try.
19.
Okay. You do smell a scent on the air nearby.
I sort of like hold my hand up to the guys to stop where they are. I'm like, don't freak out. I think we just walked into Wolverine then.
Well, not just any Wolverine, but a dire Wolverine.
Oh, neck up, Poindexter.
I'm just saying they're bigger than normal Wolverines. Alright.
Let's quietly and carefully back down to the goat trail and push onto the river.
Chad's already sneaking back that way.
Stealth's all round if you're stealthing out of there.
Oh.
Good. Yes. It's my specialty.
As I'm sort of moving backwards, I'm like, I Whatever you do, don't use the guns. Keep it quiet.
Okay. So you guys, as a collective, like we'll make it like a collective sort of test. Unless there's a natty one in there, which there wasn't. As a collective, you sort of like back the bikes out. Even like Thor is just like trying to be as quiet as his parents. He is,
shitting
but,
himself.
like, you sort of just all of you just back your way out of the Wolverine den and make your way back out the little trail you had beforehand. And what do you do? Fire out the bikes?
I'm gonna keep pushing my bike.
Okay. You do. You push it for a few hundred meters. It's rough terrain.
And I'm gonna ask Hank how fast a dire Wolverine can run.
About the same speed as a normal dog. They can just jump a bit further, a bit higher.
They're a lot more aggressive.
Are we thinking of like a pug or Labrador or
No, think like a pit bull.
I meant in speed terms.
So did I. Like a pit bull, you know, the big strong ones. Like one of them.
All right.
Okay,
you
so
make
not
your
like
way out of
Dad's
the den.
racing greyhounds.
But no, they're not fast. They're more muscly.
Yeah.
Like an angry wombat.
As long as we can outrun them or outdrive them, I don't care.
Yeah, but they've got really, really, really sharp claws. And once they bite,
It's true. All right. So each of you, if you're
Slightly
pushing
faster.
pushing your bikes out of here, make a con check.
I'm assisting Thor. Is that what it's
Roll that
for,
again.
or
Yeah.
will he roll at advantage, or?
You can roll at advantage. If
I
you
will
want.
happily roll at advantage. Is that the shit?
Man,
Yep,
the elf
so
is
you-
doing better than all of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys start.
It's all that track.
As much as it is strength, you can push the bikes, right? But it's more the long term
Yeah.
of just pushing these things through the rough terrain. You probably make a good 500 meters distance from where you think the approximation of the den is, which you feel, unless they're tracking you, you can probably jump on and fire at the bikes and get the fuck out.
And if they're tracking us, I'd rather be putting in some speed.
Yeah. Fire it up. Let's go to the river.
Yep.
Um,
All the motorbike sounds. Jake, what do you got?
Brum brum.
That's the spirit.
Stellar.
And I just,
All right.
as Thor pulls away, I just sort of like look over behind us, just in case.
You don't notice anything or any dire wolverines
Yep.
chasing you, so
Cute.
to speak. All right, so you tear ass through the bush. Still haven't had breakfast. It's probably getting around to, you look about 11:30 as you kind of make your way, getting close to the river. It's definitely, you hear it. It's a lot louder now.
Yep.
What do you want to do exactly?
I guess pull up near the river.
So
Like on
you,
the banks of the river.
as you're about to, you're still tearing through the bush or whatever. Bikes are so fanging. Fanging it. Everyone make a, or Cole make a perception for a start. We'll see how it goes. Because you're out in front.
What's with all these dice rolls tonight?
Sorry, mate. There's just a lot of things happen.
Yeah. Man.
Did you make one?
I thought I did.
Oh,
Shit.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, you just tear ass out of the bush onto the riverbank. You know, pull up. You look back. Start your signals. Chad, you come out like you've just seen Cole just tear out onto the riverbank. You just come out and then behind you is Thor, like trying to like look for a spot to do a Superman, and
there.
yeah, and behind Cole on the other side of the
Okay. Anyway.
of the river,
Fucking
you see a squad, an enemy dwarven squad,
turn around, sharp Yui, other direction.
with what looks to be an armored vehicle that seems to be hovering above the ground with some circular, almost like plates or domes on the bottom of it. And it has a massive turret. And you just see them like scream out because you guys are going tearing through the bush, like they would have heard you guys coming. You see this thing the rune lock energy just fire up underneath this.
I'm a miner.
Almost like a tank without tracks. Lift up, and shifts towards you guys. The big turret aims straight across at Cole. What do you guys do? As you guys land, you guys like wide-eyed. Cole's just like turn around, hasn't seen anything. He's too worried about getting the signals out.
Go, 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 go.
Come on. What? No.
Now it means
Stand
turn
up.
Yeah, I mean, is it like, did you do a crazy double or?
Can I try and I'm tempted because this would be really, really cool, but manage to slide the bike up along Cole's and rev it at the same time, so that both bikes start going.
Fuck.
You wanna rev his bike at the same time?
Yeah, he's the one with the turret at him.
All right, I will
I'm
get
sure there's
you.
a better way to get my attention.
Probably.
Not
But you're
anymore.
gonna do.
I shouted, "Go! It's not working. I'm gonna keep driving."
I want you. Oh, this is a good one. I want you just to make a. I'd say performance, but it's not really even that.
I would go just chuck a cheeky dex check.
Richard Dex.
Make
Straight Dex. Disadvantage, I reckon.
Or that.
Yeah, disadvantage Dex check as Chad wide-eyed just go, man, tries to just like wrench on the
Not bad, but probably not good enough. And as Chad, how far away is Cobber Cole?
from you,
Yeah.
15, 20 feet.
I'm gonna be screaming, "Drive, drive, drive!" the
I
entire
just-
time.
It's a bike. You ride.
Quickly, like, pull out the old little bit of copper wire and then sort of whisper to him, "Look behind you."
So as you like look behind you, Chad comes tearing around. Like,
Oh fuck!
this quad just comes, not quad. There's three wheelers, just sand and dirt and mud and shit flying everywhere, and one wheel like scrapes the edge of the water, and he just like reaches over and just wrenches on you, and you're just like, what? Make a the bike just goes just like slides. You kind of like make a deck save to like it's a tumble safe thing.
Freak.
Back.
Okay.
So, Thor, can
And-
I just ask you a quick question? How come
Yeah, sure,
when
mate.
like these tanks are here, he gets to do a jump and you don't?
Mate, I haven't
Can-
been
All the
asking
same
myself
time.
these sorts of questions this whole time. I mean, he was standing on his bike before.
I know, right?
Right,
I wasn't.
fuck
If
me.
I've knocked Cole off his bike,
Yeah.
can I spin and rev the dirt up so that they can't see
So
us?
as Cole stands up, he gets a face full of dirt.
Yeah. I'll say no, but what does
I wanted-
happen is in between you, you just see this tank turret just glow orange with all like the orange sort of like rune lock seals, and you just see the whole bank just erupt, like, and there is there's dirt, rock, and this is like a massive crater that's like letting in water from the river now. So, Chad,
I'm
Dex.
a miner. I want to live. Dex save.
Dex save, 4 and
25.
yep. So you jump. You look at the right time. You jump off the bike as it just explodes. Hank and Thor, you sort of like just tear it around, and you see there's a squad of about 10 or so dwarves plus a tank, all armed. They're all like raising their like weapons at you guys. And that is where we're going to leave tonight.
Hey, I speak Dwarvish.
Yeah,
Oh, now
you
you
hear
check
all
your shit.
sorts. Yeah, you hear all sorts of traitors get them sort of stuff.
We're 13. What the frick?
In the mayhem also. Yeah, throw us your bloody votes. In the mayhem, Chad's bike went down, including all gear that was stashed on it. Cole's bike is fine, but it's just like one of those like war movie moments, which is like everything is just like you're just like disorientated, like there's just like dirt kicked up everywhere. You probably hear Thor and Hank just like beep, beep, just like trying to tear it away. But that's where we'll leave it. I think we'll pick up from there. I think that's a good place to pick up next week. Otherwise, we're just going to be fighting for the next hour. All right, I've got
Play
2.
dead.
Play dead.
I've done it. It works well. Just need a windowsill.
Draw him back into the Wolverine den.
Yeah. Wolverines come out from the other side and fuck you guys.
Can Wolverines climb trees?
I don't know. I think so. Because they've
Direwolf
got
Wolverines, mate.
they've got these big fuck off claws.
I mean, if
I don't
not, we
remember
all
seeing
just hang off
one.
of the big guy, and he can climb a tree, and we'll all just use him as his shield.
I mean, I'm a bit of an expert.
Okay,
Yeah.
because then the tank's just going
Alright.
to shoot the tree out.
And then just before you make the big announcement, I do want to say big ups because there's like 15 people in the stream at the moment. So
Holy
Listening
Well
to
done
our
to-
bullshit.
to
Yeah.
all of you, if you're all still there and if you're all still watching, but awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Hope you enjoyed it. It was a shorter one tonight, but I feel like we'll kick it off next week with a bit of a bang. All right, so votes in from the players. If anyone is in the stream and they want to like vote for their favorite role player for tonight, sling it in the chat. We'll give them an inspiration. Player vote goes to Cole.
Oh, that's an ulti.
Fuck.
Man, I wish.
Yeah, we can do ultis, don't you? Yeah, fucking.
It means having to think of
Yeah.
it. I've got no idea what. Cole will do something cool. I can feel that.
Maybe it'll be lame. You don't know that.
Probably will.
That's right.
Maybe I ran out of all my creative juices in Underbed.
Never rule out possibilities.
I will give a suggestion
Here we go.
of what I think it would be. Hilariously, Frill opens up like a reverse umbrella. Water just.
No, dumb.
Dumb.
See? Dumb idea.
I think
That's
there's
dumb.
merit there to be investigated. Could be something cool. It just needs a bit more.
That's-
Yeah, my
That's
ulti is
dumb.
like the ability to catch rainfall for everyone to survive off drinking from my frill.
Just in your frills, it just
Yeah.
appears.
So it's just like a pool of water.
We're all dying. I'm going to do my
Here,
whole
guys,
thing.
have a drink.
Who knows? A cob of corn could grow from the ground beneath you as well.
Yeah. Set it up.
Oh,
All right.
all day of the Triffids.
As usual, we'll catch us on our socials, the YouTubes, the Instagrams, the Facebooks, Twitters. You know, we're semi-active there. But yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll bloody catch you next Monday. Hey, peace out.
We'll see you all then.
Peace. That's it.